I like productivity. Do you like productivity? Do you like productivity on your phone? Do you like how everyone talks about productivity as if it's something that could actually happen on your phone? Good, because it kind of is. Here are the 5 apps that I have on my phone that help me stay more productive. So diving into the first one, Notion. Clearly, it's gonna be on this list. It's something that has been utilized by me for the past 3 years on and off of just my phone, let alone that it's on my computer, it's on everything. It's ingrained into my brain. I don't have a problem. And as you can see here, I have habit tracking, I have task management, I have my journal, workout, daily highlight, all these different things, all in one place due to the Evergreen Notion workspace and a mobile specific view that I created there. I can capture ideas very quickly by going to this page and utilizing it in my second brain or capture inbox with a bunch of toggle headers that work really well for me. Now, the overall functionality that Notion has from a mobile application standpoint isn't amazing, but having mobile specific views are really great. So if you want to check out that, there is a video that I have on my channel about how to do that. And as you can see, I have just a bunch of different toggles that segment different things, and everything that I need is all within one place. And then if I ever want to get back to the different parts of what I have on Notion that are more from a mobile standpoint, this favorite bar that you can have on the iOS app is really nice, as this widget just lets you do 2 different things. Now I made a widget that actually scrolls down and shows the recents as well. So if I ever want to get back into recents, I can do that. But the nice thing is a fun fact is if you favorite your mobile views and make 3 of them like I have in my workspace, you have that be those top 3 things in your favorites bar on that widget. Now, the next app that I have on my phone that makes me more productive is the Google Calendar app. I think it's really no surprise that I have this set up here, as I don't really have anything in my life that's not organized on my calendar or not tracked on my calendar. So what is nice about this is the fact that I can actually see not only my own calendar, but I can combine multiple calendars and actually even take the iHome calendar that I have and add my family one on there. So if I ever need to see what's going on with other members of my family, I can take that on really quickly and not have to go back and forth between the iPhone calendar app that exists. The Google Calendar application is really nice and easy. You could set it up to have this sort of just daily view here if you wanted, and you're able to scroll through that if you want, or you can have it by day, so it doesn't have all that like cool look that it likes to have on the main app itself. Or you can have the 3-day view, a week view, or even you can scroll through the different months that have existed on your Google Calendar. So I can go back and look at anything that I've done pretty much for the last 2.5 years, as I started doing this in October of 2019, and I have everything tracked there. Now, the next application that makes me more productive is Flora. This is a focus/Pomodoro timer app that I've reviewed before on this channel, and essentially all it does is it sets a nice little focus timer that you can max out at like 2 hours and 2 hours and 60 minutes. But what the goal of a Pomodoro app is it lets you focus on things for a certain amount of time and then you take a break afterwards. So this one actually, when I press start here, it gives a little tree a seed that gets planted, and then you just have to like wait till the end of it in order for you to have that plant come to fruition. And for me, if I go off this screen and it takes too long, the tree dies and you lose the Pomodoro session that you had because you weren't staying focused. So the whole point of this is it helps you stay on this screen. Now you can close your screen while you're doing it, which is nice, but it actually keeps a nice little feed of everything you're doing. So this also has some social aspects to it, and you can invite your friends, and the social pressure on Flora is something entertaining to me as well. There's some basic to-do list and task functionality in there, which is also nice, but I don't usually use that, as Notion is my main task management system. So the next app that I have in here that makes me more productive is Audible. So it's no secret that when you are doing something like reading, there's something to be said about the fact that you're just a little bit more productive when you're focused on nonfiction books and your audiobook listening rather than listening to music or whatnot. Because if you're doing something passively regarding manual labor, or if you are even just going about your day, you're going to have a little bit of a more productive vibe if you have Audible as the main thing that's on your main screen rather than it being other things. Now, I do have music on my main screen as well, but Audible helps me stay more productive by just quickly getting through books that I need to for the podcast or for my own personal development. And I would recommend Audible to most people, even just for the $2 a month version, because it gives you something consistently to listen to. If you specifically stay in the nonfiction section, you're going to be a more well-learned person than somebody who just passively listens to YouTube in the background. And what I find is having podcasts on there as well as Audible on my main home section actually just makes me more productive because I'm not going on YouTube. And believe it or not, the last and most important one to me regarding what helps me stay the most productive on my phone is actually the Shortcuts app. So the Shortcuts app is actually something that a lot of people probably don't utilize enough, in my opinion. And all that I do here is actually just, we look at one of these shortcuts, like for Gmail, I just have it be an open shortcut. But what you'll see here on one of these is like, it's the same application. It does this little thing where it shows that it was a shortcut. But for me, the huge thing is I don't have notifications showing. So my notifications on my Microsoft Teams or my messages isn't showing. So using shortcuts as like a blocker so that it doesn't have notifications showing, with that in conjunction with the fact that I always have this set on do not disturb. So this mixture of shortcuts and having it on do not disturb makes it so that I just don't get notifications. So I am the one who's making the choice whether I get distracted or not. And that is a key differentiator between a buzz on your phone or a little red dot on your phone telling you that you should go check something out. And if somebody ever is like, hey, I'm the one letting myself get distracted rather than them distracting me. So that's a quick look at the ways that I stay productive on my phone. If you want to find other ways to stay productive, make sure to click this one to see how you can improve your productivity even more.